Hello, this is Els, Elizabeth Craft Designs. I am going to show you how to make a beautiful festive ornament. As you can see, this one is already put together. I'm going to show you how to put it together and I'm going to decorate one. So the dies I used for this one, for the ornaments, is this one. And it is the festive ornament. So you get 3 different ornaments. So I have this one, and that's the third one. You get the hanging loops there. So that is number 2276. And the other dies that I'm using is this one, parts of this one, which is number 2270, Winter Greenery. And I also use the paper that I used for both the ornaments, for this one and for that one, is from the C018 Holly Jolly Christmas. So this one I put already together and I'm going to decorate that one and I'm going to finish this one to show you how to put it together. And why I finished this one already is because everything needs to dry. So by putting it together already, it's just ready to be decorated. And you can see in this case, I used like a paper that had the red kind of snowflakes on one side and then the green kind of holly leaf pattern on the other side. For this one, I used 2 sheets of the 12 by 12 and you have one of each because they're all different in the package, back and front. So I actually used 2 sheets, so I used 2 packages for this one. You can also interchange it if you want to do like 2 different papers. That works perfectly fine as well, of course. But in this case and this ornament as well, I used 2 sheets 12 by 12. So for this one, depending on how wide your ornament is, you need more pieces. So for this one, I need to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 in total. So 16 pieces. So you do 2 times 8 because you kind of work on 2 sides and then you put it together. For this one, because it's wider, you need more. So I actually have 15 on each side. So that's totally different. It also depends on the paper you're using. If you're using thin paper, it's different. If you're using thicker paper, and this of course is our own cardstock. So for this one, as I said, I do 15 for each side. You can get like 4 out of a sheet, like a strip of 3 by 12 paper. So this side is already done. So that one has the 15 in there already. And I'm going to show you if I open that, you see, so this is half the ornament here. You see, so that's half of it. Then this one, I already have the 13. And I'm going to show you, so that's already put together. And then I have these 2 left. So first of all, when I die cut this one, I put my die on this side of the paper. Reason for that is that if you do it on this side, it's harder to see the score lines. So there's actually score lines there. And in this case, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 score lines. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to put some glue on the outside ones first. So this one and this one. And I can clearly see where the embossed line is. Then I close it. And then I actually take one of the glass block, like a heavy paperweight basically, and put it underneath there. This one the same. So the 2 outside ones. So I'm going to put glue here. And you use a fine line tip. So don't put too much glue there, because otherwise you have that it's, that it's sticking together too much. So that's now laying there. So that is drying. Then I already going to put these 2 together. So I put 2 together because this is the metallic paper. So it's brown on one side. So because of that, I am going to put 2 together. And don't look at my inky fingers because I did do some inking today as well. Well, actually on the other ornament. And I'll show you that in a second. So just put these 2 together. And then what you will see as well, because it's also depending on the paper, I'm actually going to cut off a piece of the hanging loop, but I'll show you that in a second. So that's that. So now this one, normally I would leave it to dry a little bit longer, but I'm going to take it off already. And then now I need to do the inside lines. And for that, I'm going to take the ornaments and I'm going to put it on my table. Then I'm going to put the ornament in here. You see, so the folded ornament. And now I can see 1, 2, 3 lines that I need to put paper, glue as well. And these make great gifts, or hang them in your own tree, of course, in all kind of different fun with the kids to do. So 1, 2, 3. Now I take this one and And I glued it on there. And then it's important to line it up. So don't slide it too much, of course, because then you kind of move the glue and you don't want to do that. So I just hold it down. So I tap it on the table and then I kind of hold it like this. I can kind of go in here to see that it's kind of even. And then I'm going to put this one under that heavyweight block for a second again. You see, and then I have this one, you see, so this one is still a little bit thinner. So I know that's the finished one. And then when I'm going to do this, because now I know it's going to be heavy in here, I'm actually going to cut off half the loop because or half the thing here, because I noticed that works better if it's a heavy cardstock. So if it's thinner, not at all. But now I'm going to take part of this away. So you still have the hanging loop, but just a little bit thinner, and I'll show you in a second why. So this one I'm already going to hang on the one that's finished. So I am going to put glue here and then hang this here a little bit from the side. So not all the way on the side, because otherwise, because it's the heavy paper, it will not end up in the middle. Yeah, so I'm going to stay away a little bit from the side. Like that. And then I'm going to take a clamp here as well and put it on there so it stays in place and it dries nicely. You see, and then I check, and now I see kind of that loop is in the middle of where the ornament is. So I just put this here, make sure it's on there. Now it goes over it. I'm going to do it this way. So now I know for sure it's on there. Now these ones I'm going to glue on that one. So I have two sides that are the same. So again, going to put that here. Take the glue, and again I'm going to look at the lines in the ornament. So the inside line, so this one, and this one. Going to take this again and again. Don't do this, because then you kind of move the glue. So you're going to hold it like this, line it up as nicely as possible right away, put it on the table, and then take that paperweight and put that on there. So now while this is drying, I will start decorating the other one. So I'm going to put this away. So for the decorations, I have that greenery. So I made already one pine cone. I'm going to make another one. And I have this one here, the candied apple. And I use that one. That's why my fingers are a little bit red. I use that one to edge the white paper here. So you don't have the white edges on the paper. So that's what I used. And when you do that, I have to say, make sure you do it from the right side. So when you just have your pieces, you're going to do this. Don't do it from the green side, because then you get your ink there. You're going to do it from the red side, the inking. So that's that. And then here I have my pine cone. I'm going to get a little piece of release sheet. And then I'm going to take the, in this case, I have the gathered twig. And I'm going to edge this. That's the base. And these pine cones are really amazing. So just edge a little bit so you get a little bit of difference there. And then here. And there are more videos for making ornaments on the Elizabeth Craft Designs YouTube channel. So make sure to check that out. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also make sure you sign up on the blog and the Elizabeth Craft Designs family page, because that's where everything is shared that you create. And we love to see your creations. So in this case, I'm taking the Kids Choice Glue, just do a little blob here. I'm going to take a wooden stick and I'm going to start at the top. And you can shape it a little bit if you want to with your fingers. So I'm just going to put some glue here. And then you line it up on the outside lines, and that's why it's so easy. You line it up on the outside lines of that outside die. So that's. Now the second one. So I'm already going to shape that a little bit with my fingers. Oh, don't put glue on there else. A little blob of glue again, and only at the bottom. Because if you do it only at the bottom, then you can kind of, you know, make a little bit of dimension on there. So take this, so now lining that up on the next one, and I'm leaving this up a little bit. So I just push down the bottom here. You see, so now I get the dimension here. Then number 3. Here. Line it up again on the outside. Give it a little push here. You see, and now I get, you can see it already that I get that dimension there. So I don't do any shaping. If you want to, you can shape it as well. You can make it a little bit round, but that is up to you. Next one. Oh, wait, did the wrong one. I took the larger one first. Watch it else. Well, it's an easy fix. Easy fix. Easy fix. There you go. And then the last one, with the last one, I put a little bit of glue on the bottom, but also on the outside pieces, like here. And then a little bit of glue at the bottom as well. So here. I'm going to take that again. And then just lay it down here. And then I press down those sides there, kind of because that makes it a curve. And this glue dries clear. So I use the Kids' Choice glue here because it's a little bit of a thicker glue. You see, and then you have your beautiful little pine cone there. You see, so I have those now. Put this aside for a second. Then I have this. So this one I'm going to actually cut apart because I want to have the different pieces to work with. And I'm going to edge it a little bit with the Rustic Wilderness ink. Take another sheet here. I only need one. So just a little bit on the edges. And you can hardly see it. Well, you can see it, but it really makes a difference if you do that. Because it just gives it a little bit of more color difference. Of course, you can use our soft finish cardstock as well. In this case, I choose to use the colored cardstock. And the last one. That. And then I'm going to edge these a little bit. Just a little bit on the side. And again, it's almost the same color, but you can clearly see that it is colored. So just simple. And of course, with flowers, you can shape it more, you know, make it more realistic. In this case, I just use the colored cardstock. That is that. Then I take my little shaping mat and I give this a little, kind of a little tweak with my spoon, or you can use your bowl stylus. This one. And then fold it because it has the score lines in there, and that's all it needs. It doesn't need a lot. It does not need a lot. Like this. That's that. And then I need to add the little red balls to this one as well. So I cut it out of the red cardstock with double-sided adhesive on the back. And then I can just put that on here. So I take my tweezer. And I put the glossy, this one, the Nouveau Crystal Glaze on the berries. Because I think it's fun when they shine, when they have a little bit of shine on it. There. This one, and then 2 more. There you go. That's that. And now I can just start decorating it on here. And again, I'm going to take that Kids' Choice glue. And I'm going to put a little blob on here. I have it here on the side. And I'm just going to start building now. These ones I can just shape with my fingers a little bit. So I'm going to start with those. And then add the pine cones. There we go. I'm going to make it a little bit shorter. Because I don't want to hang it too much over that skirt, and that is good as well. Okay, so I'm just going to take a blob of that glue and just start building it. And you can build it like from the top, or you can build it from in between the ornaments. That is all up to you. like that. I'm going to hold this here to make sure. And normally I would leave this to dry a little bit, but now of course I want to finish this for you. And the glue will all dries clear. Kind of glue it a little bit there. And if you want, you can put like little berries at the top as well if you want to hide the glue, but I know when it dries clear it will be completely fine. There. And then one more here. And then with the holly leaf, I'm just going to put them kind of inside the ornament a bit. So here I have my base to work with. And again, normally I would leave this to dry a little bit, but we don't have that time here. There we go. Like that. And then these ones I take and I twist. Wait, I will twist the leaf a little bit. And then glue it in. And then I can kind of just stick it in between here. In between the ornaments, you see. And then that stays there. And I have 3 of those. This one twisted as well. So kind of the flat side goes in the ornament. So just slide it in here. And I have the space there. So that one's there. And then I will take number 3. Again, twist it. And just stick it in here. So that's that. And then I am going to hold this. Oh, I'm out of screen maybe a little bit. I was too focused on my berries. But you see already here how nice it's coming together. Then I'm going to take the berries. And that one I'm just going to lay on top. And that will kind of fall down a bit. You see, like that. And here you can see already how nicely it comes together. That's that. And then the other piece I have here is going on the other side. And it's going here. Press it down. There you go. So that's nice. And now I have my 2 pine cones. So again, just a little bit of glue on there. And maybe I'll just put those both on this side. So one goes here. And then the other one, I think, goes over that holly leaf bit. Like here. Because I like it when those are together. You see, and then you have your decorated ornament. How nice will that be when it hangs in your tree? You see, so that's that. I'm going to put that aside. And then I'm going to hang it in the tree to take a picture for you later. But I love how that turns out. What a great gift this will make. So this one I'm going to put away in a safe spot. And then for this one I'm going to show you quickly. I'm not going to put it completely together. I'm just going to explain it. Because I need to hold it in, well, I probably can put it in place. So for this one now, so you need to have this part in the middle. So now I'm going to put that glue. So I'm going to take that ornament again. And I am going to put glue again here. And then here. And here. Then I'm going to put it all together. And that's why I cannot show you the finished sample, because that now needs to dry. So I'm actually going to put this under the blocks again. But then you can imagine when this is dry, I can just close it and then glue it together. So that's this one. You see, so I'm going to put this under the blocks and I will finish that later when it is dry. And that is my little tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. So again, you have your beautiful ornaments here. I will put that one here. And then I want to thank you for watching. And I'll see you another time. Bye bye.